Hey guys, and welcome. What you're looking at is NEStalgia. I've been playing this game for a couple weeks. Not that it's new to me. Like, Saigon and I played this a little while ago. And there's an episode with us, and before that, he did an episode on his own, like about seven or eight, maybe even 10 episodes in his series. So I've been playing this, and I need to think of something to do for my channel to add content. So what I'm doing is I have quite a few characters on NEStalgia for this account. You can have basically as many as you want because they all share the same vault. And so I've been playing a lot of this game for building up some characters, and we're about to do the Sanctum. And the Sanctum is the endgame stuff. And my conjurer is not exactly the strongest character for endgame, but she does work. She needs a few better pieces of gear to make her healings a little bit stronger, but overall she's not bad. So what I'm doing is trying to get these people to get me in their party so we can just get on with this. Now, the endgame content can take anywhere from an hour to 2 hours to do all the quests, and usually people skip 1 or 2 of them. So I'm telling them that I'm ready. I'm trying to get them to add me to their party, and they're not doing it because they're being, I don't know, they're being persons. And I don't know how many minutes this is going to go by before he realizes that I'm not in the fucking party yet. Pets give you reserve bonuses. Now, they're really just monster companions, but everyone in the game calls them pets. So I think what he's doing is grabbing money or putting money up. Because when you're in the Sanctum, you don't want to lose money if you accidentally die. So I don't know. You can't see what's in party chat until you're part of the party. So I'm just guessing. Looks like he added somebody because that candle just vanished. So I'm gonna ask. Okay. We doing this? Oh, here we go. Thanks guys. So now I'm in party chat. If you hit Y, you go to world chat. If you hit H, you go to party chat. And if you hit U, you go to just general chat, anyone on the screen. So we gotta reset daily. So you go to the book and you go to dailies and you reset your dailies. Dailies reset. Ready. So he's gonna lead us into the Dark Sanctum, the Black Sanctum, which is after you deal with Arden and the Arctic, and even the Crypt. You don't have to do the Crypt. Crypt's optional, and the endgame is actually optional. But yeah, you might. Oh, the pedestals. He's talking about pedestals right there. Pedestals are the one thing that a lot of people just ignore because it takes a long time to do them. And the Sanctum is kind of hard. You really want a party of 3. The little exclamation point means we've reset our dailies. You don't want to go in here alone. There's a few viable setups to go alone. Some people can wizard grind the Sanctum with AoE spells to 1-round everything. I see what you did there as Oculus. He's the first of the 3 bosses you fight for endgame. Technically, the Shade is also an endgame boss, but he's actually harder than Malice is, which is the 3-headed dragon. Shade is meant to be the complete end boss. Shade is like, okay, I'm still in the party and I'm last. Okay, just check. Leadership of the party to Swift. Swift leaves the party. What are they doing? I was in the middle of talking, and no. Where did he go? I think he got booted. I think he got lagged out. This is the complications you have to deal with when you're trying to party up with people. So, anyway, what was I saying before? The Shade. The Shade is actually kind of like what Ruby Weapon was in Final Fantasy VII, where he's totally optional. You don't have to touch him at all. So the Shade is like that. He respawns every 50 minutes to an hour. I think not every hour. So we have to get 3. You can't. Now there are people who have actually beaten Malice with 2 PCs and a monster companion. Generally speaking, the monster companion dies pretty quick. So now we're just waiting on him to get his ass back. I think I'll stop recording until he gets his ass back here, otherwise I could be talking for a few minutes about nothing. So hold on. Okay, he's back. He's back. Yeah. We have me, who's Aurora, Rotshout, and Swift. So The hook is an Ice Spectre room. Yes, we found it earlier today. So, the hook changes. All the treasures in the sanctum are randomly positioned, and they rotate. I don't rotate. They randomize each day. This is endgame enemies right here. Now, I think I'm gonna consume just 3 high hotkey this. I'm a conjurer, and I'm a heal spec conjurer, so there's a good chance that I can't do any damage. Best I can do is renew people for health each round, and then try to suck my MP back from the enemies. And only a couple enemies in the Sanctum area give you MP. The Dark Lock is one of them, the Void Dweller is another. So let's consume again, and maybe Void Dweller. Provided that I go before. Yeah, I'm trying to. My max MP is 212, so. He has a monster companion in reserve that can cast renew spells after combat, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. And I'll mention that to him. At least you have a pet that can heal us after combat. Yeah, that's a good idea. Because I don't want to waste my MP unless I have to. Takes up some time, and we don't want to waste too much time. So he's going to use his pet in reserve. Okay, Rotshout is a warlock, so he uses his HP to heal others, and then his pet can renew us. So when you walk around, you get HP back. Of course, when you walk around, you stimulate random encounters as well. So it's a mixed bag. We might get encountered, we might not. Ooh, this is the room. This is the room for the hook. Oh wow, we can't get him, but anyway. The ghost of the day is the Dark Spectre, not the Ice Spectre. We can if you want. There's 5 of these guys, I think, or something like that. Maybe 6. I know there's an ice, there's a fire, there's a storm, there's a shade, there's a holy, a toxic. That's 6. Yeah. So I'm just gonna consume again. Taking away the enemy's MP is a good way for them to not cast any spells against you, obviously. But I can't fight, so I'm really just kind of trolling the enemy. Yeah. So now he's casting Shade on us, which is annoying. If I attack, it's not going to do any damage. It's going to do 4 damage. My goal in this party is to keep people alive. It's not to do any damage in combat. That's the way this character is built, and they kind of know that. So I'm not going to do any real damage. And they're not doing any damage either. They're sitting around on their asses collectively doing jack shit. Could you guys maybe, like... Yeah, okay, good. The Void Dweller's dead at least. Jesus Christ. Now, tap gives him hit points back. That's what he's doing, that leech ability with the red X's. Every round he's going to suck HP from them and give it to himself. And that makes warlocks pretty tanky. Later on, they're pretty frail to begin with. They're a high risk, high reward class, so they're not exactly the best. Maybe I should heal during combat. Don't want to waste too many MPs, but we need to be cautious. So he's gonna try and heal me with his hit points and then throw a renew out there. I'll throw a renew in combat and I'll show you what I basically do in combat. There's like I can renew everybody. It costs like 25 MP, and then I can try and suck MP away from enemies. But there's only 2 enemies in this area that I can suck MP from, and I want to keep most of my MP for the boss. No worries. You guys can probably read this chat. I know these guys. I don't know them well, but I know them enough because I group with them when they're on, because they're generally on when I'm on. So, oh, this is a perfect battle to. Okay, so if I do 2, that's renew wave, and then I can suck MP from any one of these guys. The Void Dweller and the Dark Lock, Demon Lock. Sorry, these 2 have MP. The Fallen Angel doesn't. The Fallen one doesn't. Sorry. The gargoyle doesn't, and the... What's the other one that's a troll around here? I can't remember. There's another monster around here. Oh, the demon... totem poles, they don't have any MP to steal either. So... Now, see, my healing actually blessed all of us right there. So when you get healed, you actually get healed for more that way. Our setup is really the squishies. It's the warlock, the wizard, and the conjurer. These are like the poor man's version of other things. I'm gonna consume on some of these guys and get my MP back. Problem is that consume's ratio sucks. It really needs to be balanced better. It costs me 10 MP, and I'll get maybe 33 back. So its net gain isn't all that great. You know, and if I cast Renew Wave, like I'm 35 down and only 33 up, I will lose MP. You know. Oh. Well, anyway. So I'm gonna try and consume. Oh wow. So he's doing damage over time though. So we'll out damage them, and my renews will last 4 rounds. So that's not a big issue. We should have a healthy amount of HP. It's just these battles last a lot longer than they do with other combinations. If you have a cleric, a merchant, and a wizard, or a ninja, or something like that, battles last. They last a lot less time because my merchant can one-shot things here. You know, these guys aren't doing so hot because they're not designed around a lot of direct damage. But don't worry, this group, we've done the final boss before with this group. So, see, look, his attacks could kill the Void Dweller. He could one-shot them at least. Okay, Swift is... He's a... I know he's a warlock. Rot Shout is a warlock, and I guess I'm not sure what Swift is. I can't remember. So, okay, he's dead. I'll have to figure that out. Swift, what are you again? Swift, what are you again? He'll tell me. So scroll of redeem. That's like trying to cast Vivify. 50-50 chance. Oh, right. Okay, he's a ninja. So, we got ninja, warlock, and conjurer, yeah. So, ninjas do, like, palpitate hits and things, you know, like after 5 rounds you get a lot of damage, but that's the hook shot. You don't need it to beat Oculus, and yes, the name. There's a lot of pun names in this game. Oculus Rift, yeah, he uses nine-eyed thing. There's Balzacia for Balzac and Dragon Warrior. There's the totem. There's the totem. Okay, I'm going to cast Renew Wave on us just to keep our hit points up. Okay. Well, I've cast Renew, so we'll stay healthy while he tries to escape. Rot Shout says let me exit. I didn't know warlocks could exit battle. So, let me Oh, exegate. He wants to exegate because we got the hook shot, so we can go back and in. That's what he wants to do. Okay. I need to consume some MP, and totems don't have MP, and gargoyles don't have MP. Now, some of these monsters, when you collect them into your reserve, or your ranch, or whatever, they don't actually use MP. Like Void Dweller, you can suck MP from him when you fight him, because he's MP, quote-unquote. But the problem is that when you collect him, he's willpower, not MP. So, it's misleading when you fight enemies, what exactly they're doing. What exactly they're going to be. They're going to be Rage, Willpower, or MP. So he cast Revive, so you know, Revive never misses. 50% hit points back. Revive. So, totems explode when they get down to, I don't know, 20% health or something. So you don't want to keep them around damaged for too long. I tried to grind here in the keep with some newbies. They just got to level 32. They had just beat the Arctic. I don't think they even beat the Crypt yet. And I said I would grind with people, and they're like, okay, I'll grind. So I pull in my merchant with them, and my merchant can. The mistake I made was not bringing my reserve pets proper. I was trying to level up some other pets, so I didn't have the proper reserve, so I couldn't actually one-shot. And I'm like, well, they could probably deal with it, you know. They could help me out. We're just grinding anyway. But no, they were totally new to this. They didn't actually know how to do anything. They brought really retarded pets to level up too, so I should have actually at least brought my reserve with me. So we couldn't one-shot totems exploding, and they're like, oh, we'll be fine. We don't need to heal between combats, and we all fucking died. It was funny. hot wax. He brought a pet, obviously that's not max level. So, okay. So you're going to yeah. Yeah. Is communication. You got to keep it up. That's why I left the chat window in this recording, so that you guys can see how the communication, how you work together with dudes. We're good. Let's go. It's already been 15 minutes. I've been talking, and we only just now got the hook shot. The hook shot. Yeah, the hook shot. Yes, that's a reference to Zelda hook shot, because you use it and you pull an eye out. There's no animation for that. It just kind of changes the character palette on the boss, and then you get an eye. You'll see what I mean. Now we're going to beeline Oculus. Okay, I'm going to consume... Actually, yeah, I'm going to consume. So, looks like Silent Z has logged in. There's a lot of groups in here that are closer knit than I am with any of these guys. These guys know me. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but we're making a run. I still have another character I could make a Sanctum run with. I did my merchant, I got the conjurer, I could do the soldier. He can't really one-shot very well, so he needs to group with someone who AoEs like this. This warlock who does all this leeching ability actually would be a pretty decent character to have with my soldier, because anything I hit is already crippled enough to where I can one-shot. And that even works in the keep. So why am I showing you the end game? Well, you know, I'm trying to get some content. I figured I'd play this game tonight, Saturday night, and if I'm going to play a game, I might as well record it, because I haven't had anything in a couple weeks on my channel, and that's because of real life. Internship, college, I'm busy, and it's getting down to the wire, really, in my education, so I have to focus more. I don't have a lot of more time, but I do want to throw content out. I want to keep people who have subscribed to me entertained enough, so I want to throw things out that I'm doing. So I'll record this, and however long this takes, I'll divide it up into episodes. What is he doing? What? Okay. No. Renew wave. What am I doing? Renew most is what I use for the boss. It's a giant MP sink. Like he went down through and then back up. I don't know where he's going. Pedestals, maybe? The pedestals take time to do, and they're worth 1 extra badge. You can get up to 7 badges a day, and you use badges to buy stuff that you can only get with badges. Best hats in the game. Some of the best weapons in the game. And if you buy them with badges, they're soulbound to you, so you can't then trade them. So you can only ever get 2 of 3 of the sets before you have to buy a Sanctum gear with badges, and they're usually 70 badges. So even if you got all 7 badges in a day, you'd still have to spend 10 days before, you know, you got everything. I don't want to consume Totem, I want to consume Dark Lock. Thank you very much. Demon Lock. I keep calling them Dark Locks. See, they're like warlocks, but it's a play on words. Warlock, but it's a demon warlock, so it's a demon lock. There's also the Necromancer and the Ardon warlock, which is probably the most balanced, I think, but I actually like the demon lock more so. The Ardon warlock could do fire or ice. I chose ice. I don't really like ice in this game, because Arctic is the last area you have to do before Crypt and Sanctum, which is endgame stuff. Okay, I got 208 MP now. So that's from 212, that's 4 down, so that's not too horrible. So he's going to tap. And my blessings heal him for more, so he's going to storm tap. And apparently enemies in the keep here have a 15-point resist to all elements, I think, is what people have said. All enemies here have a 15 resist. I'm not sure about that, but people have said that, so... Makes soldiers a little harder to spec up. You know, SPECC spec up is slang for picking the right specifications. That's what it comes from, specifications. So I hope we don't explode this totem. Totems won't explode from dropping to the required HP via tap. They only do that via attacks, magic attacks and physical attacks, but not leeches and drains. So we're actually pretty good there. And as you can see, these battles take they take longer than they would have with a different party. We're the squishies. Ninja, Warlock, and Conjurer, we are squishies.